Welcome to Early Morning Catechism. Today's lesson is called By Another Way. And today we focus on the second most important Christmas feast, which is coming up this weekend, the Feast of the Epiphany. Where does that name come from? Well, at the time that Jesus was born, the whole world basically was under the control of the Roman Empire. And whenever the emperor was going to visit a town or village, a messenger would ride on ahead to let the people know. And his announcement would be Epiphany Domini, Latin words that mean the appearance of the Lord. And of course it referred to the emperor. And so the Christians took that term, Epiphany Domini, and used it to celebrate the feast of the Magi coming to Bethlehem. Epiphany Domini to them meant the appearance of the Lord Jesus. And the main message of today's gospel is that Jesus did appear, the Lord appeared, and not only for the Jewish people, but for all nations in the world. Throughout this week, you will hear the psalm response, Lord, every nation on earth will adore you. And so we look at the Magi, the three people who were not Jewish, who came from the east because a star was seen in the sky and was calling them. You know, this feast has many implications for us. One of them is, what's the star in our spiritual sky? What is that calling that is out there that is leading us to leave our culture and whatever we are accustomed to in our culture to journey farther and deeper in the way of the Lord? The Magi arrive in Jerusalem and talk to King Herod and find out that he also wants to know the location of the baby, but not for the same reason for which they are searching for him. They leave the king and they journey. The star in the sky leaves them overjoyed, and they arrive in Bethlehem. And there they present their gifts to the child, and they will present gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Gifts that are very symbolic and are a symbol of what his life will be. Gold symbolizes that he will be a king. Frankincense, that he will be a priest. And myrrh is a costly perfume. It's made of aromatic nard, and it reminds the people, it reminds us of Jesus' death, a sad symbol on a joyous occasion. And when they have offered their gifts, they receive the message that they should not go back to Jerusalem and tell King Herod where the baby is. And so the gospel tells us that they go home by another way. Their coming to Bethlehem leaves us with two questions. What is the best gift we can offer to God? Do you know that the only gift that's good enough for God is God? And do you know that that's exactly what we offer every time we come to Mass? We offer Jesus, his body and blood. We offer Jesus, the Son of God, to God. And we offer ourselves to God through, with, and in Jesus. How much better can we do? The question becomes, what's the other way that we have to return by? Once we have been at Eucharist, what other way must we travel so that we are not controlled by our culture, but by that star in our spiritual sky?